Time for the toast. It's time to make honor of Miss Alicia Moody. We've been giving a toast.
Hello, everyone. Clearly by this lengthy sheet of paper, I did not take your advice, Nick, and do the 5 bullet point strategy for speech doing. I was too nervous that I would stutter or cry. And thankfully for everyone in this room, Chris vetoed my original plan of singing a version of Let It Go that I wrote for you myself. So hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am the maid of honor. My name is Alicia, or matron of honor, as Michelle likes to call me. Sister-in-law to her and the best friend of our bride. But before we go any further, let's first differentiate between a matron and a maid of honor. While they both refer to the best friend of the bride, the main difference is that the matron is a married woman who is much older and more mature, which I am not. Whereas a maid is still single. So I only meet one of those criteria. I will officially continue to be referred to as Michelle's maid of honor. First things first, congratulations, you guys. Michelle, you look so beautiful, and Nick, you've never looked more handsome. Chris told me to write that. What strikes me the most as I look at both of you now is the complete, unfiltered, pure happiness that shines so brightly between you, almost as bright as your diamonds. Every once in a while, two people meet and you just know it's meant to be. You know instantly that the stars have aligned and their paths would bring them together regardless of what the world might throw their way. This was clearly the case when Nick and Michelle met. After a few months of dating, Michelle bravely brought Nick to the Dominican Republic for my wedding. For a whole week, he was stuck on a resort surrounded by crazy people he had never met. He survived, perhaps even had some fun, and still came around afterwards. I knew then that this was it. He was the one and only for Michelle. And so did she, because that's when she secretly started planning this wedding. Beautiful job, by the way. When I married Michelle's brother a few years ago, oh God, now my fake eyelashes are gonna fall off, I'm gonna cry. Okay, when I married Michelle's brother a few years ago, I never realized not only would I be gaining a husband and a new family, but that my sister-in-law would become a new best friend. Michelle, you are like the sister I never had, and I have been so blessed to be able to call you my sister-in-law. I love you very much, and to show you just how much, I promise I won't watch The Bachelorette until you get back from your honeymoon. Just kidding. I'm weak, but I'll at least pretend like I haven't seen it. Now, I never knew Nick before Michelle, but what I do know is that he is the perfect man for her. I know that because she shines just a little more brighter since he has been in her life. He is smart, loyal, and a funny guy, and has an amazing ability to personify Bailey. We still aren't sure who Nick is more in love with. Nick, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. But we do know that he will be with them both forever. As you can see, separately, Nick and Michelle are phenomenal individuals, and together they are a beautiful pair. They will have a marriage that everyone hopes for. They are truly a perfect match, and I know that they will be able to ride the waves of life together as best friends, as soulmates, and now as husband and wife. It's Mother Mary, I told you. Michelle and Nick, take a moment now to look at each other to see how beautifully you shine in your soulmate's eyes and feel every second of this special moment together, knowing that this is the best decision your heart has ever made. So everyone, please raise your glass while we toast our bride and groom. Nick and Michelle, if you are ever to enjoy life, now is the time. Today should always be your most wonderful day. Let today be the building blocks for all those years to come. May your home be filled with light, laughter, and your hearts with love, and may you always see and feel about each other the way you do right now. Congratulations, I love you both. Cheers.
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 Oh yes, and now I'll give the mic away to Nathan.
Hello everybody, I'm Nathan. I'm Nick's younger brother. I just want to open by thanking Nick and Michelle for putting together such a beautiful wedding and inviting us all to such a wonderful location. Nick and Michelle have put a lot of work and a lot of effort into this. Michelle may be putting a little more than Nick, but I'm sure Nick would have loved to help out a little bit more. But
All right.
so, anyways, so I guess what I wanted to talk about is Nick. Being my older brother, I always really looked up to him. Good try not to cry. I always really looked up to him, and it's not always easy being a younger brother, especially when your older brother isn't right 90% of the time. And this kind of ties into what Sean was saying last night. If you were at the rehearsal dinner, it sucks being around Nick sometimes, because even though you think you're right and it might be written down in a book, somehow, some way, Nick will find a way to make himself right, whether he is or he isn't. But on to the decisions. Nick's made a lot of good decisions in his life. And I think that's one of his best qualities, is he thinks things through thoroughly, and he's very logical about what he does. He likes to make the right decision. He likes to make the most accurate decision. He's done a lot of crazy, difficult things in his life, one of which, after graduating with a double major from Butler, he worked for a year at Toyota and then went to Germany shortly after for a year. He taught English there for a year, knowing that he was taking a pay cut, but once again, he made a great decision in furthering his career, and the things that he learned, the things that he experienced there are invaluable. And I think that's what's wonderful about Nick, is that he sees the value in things. And I think he made the right decision with Michelle. It might be one of his best decisions. Nick does great by himself, but I think he does even better with Michelle. Nick can be a very quiet person at times. Michelle, the opposite. But it's a good balance. It's great. And I love being here. I love seeing everybody here. And it's even better being here with my brother. So let's put our drinks up. And let's cheers to Nick and Michelle.
They're not going to fight, are they? It looked like Nicholas was getting ready to do a wrestle.